I did not realize that the thing that the bloatfly is shooting at you is its maggots. That's even more disgusting. Okay, let's get some advertising done. Drop that heart out of the chat. There we go.
Round table, since we're serious. Can you plan for a day in the next couple days, if you are busy, to put the bed together?
I just need to know where I'm putting it.
It's gonna go in that room.
Well, then that bed needs to be taken apart.
Oh, that's yet again something you're gonna have to help them do.
Yeah?
Okay, so just let them know that you're able to do it, and then we're not worried about that bed collapsing anymore.
Tomorrow morning is not a busy time for me.
Okay, all right. Love you.
Yeah, sorry I'm late today, guys. Got my lunch just a little bit later than I normally do. And I didn't think you guys wanted to watch me eat black beans and rice for the first 10 minutes of stream. Hello, Ohio. Soon we're going to be behaving in chat. That name is not very,
Odd Noble said, waving hand, clinking beer mugs, thumbs up.
Odd, welcome aboard. Oh, I'm over encumbered. Get me to the workshop. I know I can't run. It's the cost of picking up everything off those raiders that we stopped last stream. There we go, now we're down to a decent weight.
Keyboard Cat said, "Hello everyone."
Keyboard Cat, welcome aboard. How are you today? I can get rid of these air vents.
Keyboard Cat said, "Good."
Good to hear, Keyboard. I don't know if I'm going to get rid of those air vents, but I can get rid of those air vents. Might get rid of the center air vent. Or I might keep the center air vent. I don't know. It's all based on how much, what I do to build up here, because I am building up on the roof. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the, yeah, I'm just going to get rid of these air vents. Somewhere in my collection of doodads, I do have wall vents I can put in on the outside of the wall to make it still vent those bathrooms. But, I think I want to move this over. So it's going to be hard to move because I've already locked in those steps down here. put this here. And I can find the shack upper floor. Turn snap back on. Now I want you to snap to the front here.
Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
You don't snap. It was trying to snap to the front of this piece, wasn't it? What were you snapping to? What is it you're snapping to when I snap you here? You're snapping to this? Or you're
Is that
snapping
someone
to
who
this?
needs me to kick their ass?
Let's find out what you're snapping to. They'll snap to these roof pieces. And to these. They snap to just about everything up here. So if I pop this out of here and replace it with this upper floor, because I want to build up here and these roof tiles don't have wall snap locations. What I'm going to need to do is temporarily move our guard while I put the floor back in.
Alhoon Gaming said, "Hey Rob and all in chat."
Alhoon! Welcome aboard, my friend. How are you today? Nope, snap the weight. If you don't snap in the right place, you'll be off from all the other pieces. ones.
Alhoon Gaming
That one's off.
said, "Not too bad yourself."
Can't complain, my friend. I don't know what I'm gonna build up here, but I know I'm building up here, so. I want to put a floor in. That'll act as our ceiling downstairs. No, I want you to go where I want you. No. Those last two were at shore, huh? I still think I want this here. I'm wondering if I can do a internal staircase with these. Does it make it all the way to the floor? It does not. It's hardcore far away from the floor.
Odd Noble said, waving hand Alhoon mirror ball.
Well, what can I do with that? Because we do have just a stair. Stop trying to snap. See if I can match this in here. That needs to come back and left a bee's whisker. And now it's a perfect match. Semi-perfect match. Let's try and get this matched. position pretty good. Try not to get them all at the same level so that the eye doesn't see the change in texture all at the same time. And we can decorate around them as well. The important part is getting the angle of the post right. And then the position so it doesn't stagger.
Odd Noble said, "Got a doctor's appointment. Happy streaming, clinking beer mugs."
Thank you, Mr. Odd. I hope your doctor's appointment goes well.
Odd Noble said, "I'll be back at 3-man dancing pistol."
I turn snapping off. No snap point on that piece. I'm surprised that that doesn't automatically snap on the corners here. We have the taller ones here because they start a few steps up. Don't infringe on the stairs though. Just kiss that tread stringer. Okay. I feel like I'm going to be able to make this back into a bathroom and shower on both sides.
Alexander Borat said, "Hi."
Oh, Alex, how you doing?
Alexander Borat said, "How are you?"
I'm doing well. How are your studies going?
Alexander Borat said, "Good, I am studying for my exam next week. It hard but I'm doing my best."
Oh, you always do your best, Alex. I'm sure that you will do well. I have faith in you. What are we going to build up here? Now that we have better general access up here.
Alexander Borat said, "I am making a break but everybody is streaming the DLC of Elden Ring and I don't want to spoil myself. NBC of my exam I can accept myself to play it before or during the exam."
Well, luckily, you've got a whole bunch of Alhoon's friends who, are streaming Fallout on Fridays. So if you don't want to watch Elden Ring, you certainly have a whole lot of Fallout that you can be watching. Set this aside. I'm trying to keep my working area tidied up. I'm wondering if I'm going to reassign this guy here. I'm going to assign him to this other guard post out here. And that way, I can make changes upstairs here. It's going to take this guard a second to figure out how to get there. And I can make it happen faster by sleeping.
Is that someone who needs me to kick their
Alhoon
ass?
Gaming said, "Hey Alex,
I want guard posts up on this roof, but I don't think I want this guard post up on this roof. Temporarily going to put this here. Just act as a stand for these turrets. Now, I can move these beds that are owned, but I can't sleep in them. And it just so happens that
Marty 61 plays,
some of the owned
said,
beds are...
good and happy Fallout Friday Rob and all in chat.
Hey, Marty, welcome aboard! Just so happens that some of the owned beds are for people who are dead. This has to be a hallway area in the center. So we're going to have rooms on each side.
Alhoon Gaming
So I'm thinking
said,
a security
"Hey, Marty."
balcony. Security balcony that comes off on this side. It'll let me attach to so much of this, but not easily. Okay. It was probably giving me a hard time because of the door. Yeah. This is definitely going to be a balcony over here. I might give these rooms their own balconies as well. But I'm thinking I can get 4 very nice rooms up here. 2 on each side. Sort of a reward for the people who developed the slog in the first place. I have not used any of this kit. That's nifty. Yeah, I don't think I have any idea what I'm doing. But neoclassical looks like this is interior. And one of the sets had a bay window. But this is a neoclassical door. So they can have a balcony. That would be nifty, huh? That's the bay window set. But I would need to find the bay window floor for that. And the bay window roof. Not that I can't find those. Let's see if we can find those, because I like that as an option. They don't have an interior wall, do they? They do, because these are... I saw a neoclassical interior, didn't I? There's a balcony for them. Not quite a walk-around balcony, but something nice for them.
Alhoon Gaming said, I started building in the stands near Kellogg's old place.
Nice. I like Kellogg's place.
Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
Now I could have sworn I saw something that said interior. Now, that's exterior for sure. wonder if I can put this wall on itself twice. Turn the snapping off, I might be able to.
All liberals are tyrants, said. This channel is still a collection of pathetic cowards. Go ahead and mute me, but keep in mind that you are an elitist Nazi scumbag coward. Everything you people believe is a complete lie.
That's really interesting. Somebody who knows nothing about me or my channel saying something stupid like that. There's probably an easier way to do this that Alhoon is pulling his hair out over watching me do it this way.
Marty 61 plays. Said. Hi Alhoon. Mark Jackson. Said. Geez. Came in for the second half of that. Uncle Rob, chat, hello. Alhoon Gaming. Said. Hey Mark. Alhoon Gaming. Said. What are you trying to do, Rob? Marty 61 plays. Said. Hi Mark. Mark Jackson. Said. News off the press, Rob, 76 players. Bethesda released a hotfix to fix the instability issues we are having.
Alhoon, I was making double-sided walls by hand placing the walls back to back by turning the snap off. Because I'm sure I probably have wallpaper that would have covered it, but you know how it is. Please tell that's not in right. There we go.
Alhoon Gaming. Said. You would have had wallpaper that would have been easier.
See, I knew Alhoon would know that there was an easier way to do it. But I, in my infinite wisdom, did it on the fly, my own way. That's invisible from the bottom. It's not snapped to the right spot. That's what the problem is.
Alhoon Gaming said, but in the end there is no wrong or right way as long as you get what you want.
That's true. As long as the end result is what you want of it, it doesn't matter. And I'm going to lose this fight with the bay window because look at the way it bounces. That's with that might be in the right place. Now, how high up is that? That's a step up inside.
Alhoon Gaming said, turn off surface snapping.
Look at how high that has to be on the inside to not have a
Alhoon
gap
Gaming
from below.
said, try doing it from inside the building.
I want to check the gap. If I make it a step like this, I want to see if there's a gap. See, there's just barely a gap now. It has to have a step up. To prevent the gap, it has to be a step up. Heaven help anybody who wanted to use this deco kit who didn't turn the snapping off.
Alhoon Gaming said, I believe it's designed for the bay window to go all the way to the ground.
It might be, Alhoon. People would never see it, so it didn't matter. That gets rid of the flashing there. From the inside, this is invisible. How do I roof this in a way that doesn't make it completely invisible from the inside? These don't snap to here. Naturally. They'll snap to that, though. They're snapping to something over here. I think I almost fell off the roof. This will keep it from being invisible on the inside. Come on. You know where you want to be. That'll keep it from being invisible underneath. I still have to figure out what the roof is going to look like from above. That's only a single pitch, huh? But I need double. need to double the width. Come on. Okay. For just 1 second, I'd like this to go where I want it to so I can see it on the roof. There's a good spot for it. That's also only a single rooftop. What about this one? That's also only a single. I can run this around the edge. And just leave it basically as an unfinished roof.
Vault Girl 145 said, "Hello RP, happy Fallout Friday, hugging face."
Hey
Vault
VG,
Girl
welcome aboard.
145 said, "Hello Alhoon and Marty." Lyrical Moon Raven said, "Hey RP, hello chat."
Hi Lyrical.
Lyrical Moon Raven said, "VG, hugging face glomps." Alhoon Gaming said, "Hey VG and Lyrical."
Well, one side. Why are there differences? I don't know. We'll relieve this one up a little bit.
Vault Girl 145 said, "Hey Lyrical hugging face."
Walls downstairs are going to be a lot harder to snap now that the roof is in place. But that's life. Gonna move this. Hit that Minuteman in the face with it. Move this all the way over here. I'll just leave those turrets floating there for the time being. And over here.
Vault Girl 145 said, Fembot is really behind dang.
Is she behind again? Sorry. You know what? One of these should be a pillar. But it's only a... That's crap. I don't want pillars that are not fully... Yeah. Disappear, why don't you? If I did this, it would have to be out here.
Automatic said, I kinda resent that last troll's name, being an Ohioan.
Well, sorry about that.
Vault Girl
Otto.
145 said, Hello Otto.
Can't control the
Lyrical
trolls.
Moonraven said, Hello, Otto. Automatic said, Hey Rob and friends, happy Friday.
And welcome aboard, my friend.
Vault Girl 145 said, It would have been okayish if had at least been inventive. Marty 61 plays said, Hi VG, Lyrical, Otto. Lyrical Moonraven
I feel like
said,
this is not in the right place.
Hello, Marty. Automatic said, LOL, true. Hi Lyrical and Vault Girl. I missed the offending messages, just saw the name when I clicked on LOL.
Well,
Automatic
you didn't miss anything
Hi Marty.
intelligent, so...
Lyrical Moonraven said, I didn't even see it. LOL.
Somebody proving that they didn't know anything about me or my viewers. only thing I really dislike about this is how hollow it is behind the facade, you know? I wish there was a soffit piece to put up inside there.
Vault Girl 145 said, they were 2 of the first 3 people to type in chat. Both accounts were made 4 days ago and using icons that the troll form yesterday used. Vault Girl 145 said, from asterisk. Automatic said, seems like the quality of trolls decreased over the years. All the good ones were banned years ago.
Well, I hate to say it, but I think that the trolls have just become lazy in modern
Lyrical
times.
Moon Raven said, oh, FFS. Automatic said, that's a weird fascination to create new accounts and stalk specific streamers. Kinda crazy.
Well, I'd like to say it's surprising, Otto, but
Lyrical Moon Raven said, RP, love, society has become lazier. It's not just trolls. Vault Girl 145 said, toddlers that have nothing better to do when mommy has her back turned.
this is true, GG. This is very true.
Automatic said, it's just, who has the time for that crap?
Well, apparently they did.
Automatic said, kids, you're right.
I don't see any advantage to keeping this as a skylight on the indoors. Although, that being said,
Automatic said, anyways, what's today's build project?
we're at the slug. We have been challenged to rebuild at the slug. Now there's an advantage to having it remain a skylight.
Automatic.
Or I can
Said.
even do it as...
Oh okay, you've been here in a couple streams now.
This is the second day at the slog.
Vault Girl 145. Said. Yeah, they started yesterday.
Yeah, they started at the Red Dead stream. Now the skylight works better.
Vault Girl 145. Said. Under these accounts but think they are a group of trolls that started a couple of months ago.
Have to wonder what they get out of...
Vault Girl 145. Said. Started off hitting Fallout streams then expanded. Automatic. Said. Just your streams or are they a community thing?
They hit me, they hit VG, they hit...
Vault Girl 145. Said. Going around to different communities.
It's kind of pitiful the way they go after people too. It's like their mommy doesn't love them enough.
Jules. Said. Rob, happy Fallout Friday and everyone.
Hi Jules, welcome aboard. Happy Fallout Friday. Let's go up on the roof and fix those roof tiles before they...
Automatic. Said. It could be one of us. I'm not accusing anyone of course, but I wonder if we'd recognize one of their account names. Vault Girl 145. Said. Hello Julie, hugging face Febbits behind, so it will be an hour before she reads this LOL. Automatic. Said. Hey Julie.
No, you are right,
Jules. Said.
Otto.
Hello VG, hugging face.
It's not a intentional slight
Vault Girl 145.
to say
said,
it could be one of
I've
us.
already thought about that Otto and ruled it out. Jules. Said. Hey Otto.
Trying to wait till I see the wise man go to bed because I'm going to give him a real balcony on this side. I'm gonna try moving their beds upstairs.
Just suspicious that it's affecting this specific community.
It is a little suspicious, but not suspicious enough for me to call shenanigans. We are streaming content currently quite popular on YouTube.
Vault Girl 145 said, I was too, but then a lot of us stream Fallout and I've seen them hit other streamers outside of the community. Quick Smoke said, hello MR Rob and chat.
Mr.
Pixel
Mikey!
Gamer Girl said, nah, our community is smart enough to say it's dumb shit out loud bluntly. Winking face. Vault Girl 145 said, hello Mikey. Jolts said, we always got our regulars that come to the stream. Jolts said, hi Smoke. Automatic said, right, we're not trying to lose sleep over it, but I just found that curious. You're right though, it wouldn't take Dick Tracy to broaden your targets. Automatic said, hey ya Smoke. Marty 61 plays said, hi Mikey.
Just keep it looking consistent from the outside.
Automatic said, hi Pixel BTW. Vault Girl 145 said, okay, so Fembot's a/2 hour behind, not an hour.
Yeah, she's slacking on her jobs, that's for sure.
Pixel Gamer Girl said, hee hee hey auto grinning face. Jolts said, wow Rob, I'm loving that.
I'm hoping that the residents are loving it, because that's going to be their new home. Once I find the wise man. Alright, he sleeps in this bed in the corner. So, one of these rooms over here is going to be his, and the other one is going to be... I think I'm going to put Wise Man and Holly in the same room.
Quick Smoke
Jones...
said, VG, I need to DM you. Automatic said. So this looks like a manor in the swamp. Were you inspired by Braithwaite Manor? A little Red Dead in Fallout? Vault Girl 145 said. Okay, Mikey.
No, I've been winging this completely.
Jolts
This is...
said. No worries there, Rob. Boot them out, and I move in LOL.
Yeah. I started by doing the low rent residence over on the golf swing
Alhoon
there.
Gaming said. Was thinking you could also get some trim that would hide that gap below the bay windows. Lyrical Moon Raven
I thought
said.
I had
Hey,
something,
Julie and Mikey.
but I don't see anything listed in the... You would
Jolts
expect it to be in this
said.
part here,
Lyrical hello smiling face with smiling eyes.
or in the roof trim itself.
Alhoon Gaming said. Hey Otto and Jolts.
But I do like that neoclassical look. It definitely blends very well with the structure here. But I'm also working heavily with woodies.
Jolts said. Alhoon hello. Automatic said. Oh, now that I get a wider look I see. Daylight will help. Just from the interior it had that deep south plantation house look. Automatic said. Hi Alhoon.
So that's got that level of support.
Lost Ranger
Now I just need
said.
to support the outer
Hello.
edge. Ranger, welcome aboard.
Vault Girl 145 said. Hello Lost Ranger.
That's gonna have to
Jolts
move.
said. Lost Ranger hey. Alhoon Gaming said. Hey Ranger. Automatic said. Hey Ranger.
We'll get the corners supported first. And then one right in the middle. That goes right down to that arch support on the play place. I like that. That gives me an excuse for leaving that play place there. As if I needed an excuse to leave a play place in one of my builds. But that gives me an excuse to have that there. And then this can go in up under here. And that's well supported. And now I can sleep until the wise man wakes up. And move his shit. This is Holly, and that's Wise Man. Why is he still in bed? Lazy fucker. Get out of bed.
Zero Core said, "Hello Rob, smiling face with sunglasses, hot beverage."
Hey,
Zero
Zero, welcome
Core
aboard.
said, "Hello VG, lyrical, Jolts, hugging face." Jolts said, "LOL." Lost Ranger said, "Hiya." Zero Core said, "Hello Otto, Alhoon, Marty, smiling face with sunglasses." Jolts said, "Hello Zero, hugging face." Zero Core said, "Hello Lost Ranger, smiling face with sunglasses." Marty 61 plays said, "Hi Zero." Marty 61 plays said, "Hi Jolts." Marty 61 plays said, "Short nap Zero." Automatic said, "Damn. Now I wanna build Braithwaite Manor in Fallout. I'm not going to, lol. But the 2-story wrap-around porch is a cool feature." Automatic said,
It is, isn't it?
"Hi Zero." Jolts said, "Marty hey." Alhoon Gaming said, "Hey Zero." Automatic said, "This
Just looking
looks
to trade
great,
a little."
Rob.
Of course.
Now that I can see the buildings in the light."
He didn't even get up when I talked to him.
Zero Core said, "Yet it was a bit of a short cat nap, cat face with wry smile."
Didn't even get up when I talked to him. What am I going to do with that boy?
Jolts said, "Lazy devil." Automatic said, "Even the NPCs are getting lazy."
That'd be sick.
Who gave you a flamethrower?
Marty 61 plays said, "What was it Rodney
We taught
Dangerfield
those
used to
Raiders a
say,
lesson.
no respect,
We'll teach
Rob?"
them again if they come back.
Oh wait, I think that's the Wise Man. I get no respect. Alright, let's make this a little bit closer to here.
Lost Ranger said, "You bet he would have gotten up if you were Preston Graviaskin about another settlement for help." Automatic said, "Dangerfield." My wife only smokes after sex. She's had the same pack for 30 years.
Ah, fucking Dangerfield. I'm telling you, modern comedians are funny, but they don't have the same quality as comedians from the past. All right, if the wise man and Holly can find their way to bed tonight,
Is that someone who
then
needs me to
moving
Lost Ranger
the whole crew upstairs will be a
I
success.
saw Jeff Foxworthy on stage last month.
Foxworthy is pretty funny. So the blue collar comedy guys were probably some of the funniest modern comedians. But even that, they started comedy
Otto Matt Duck.
25,
said,
30 years ago.
That quick delivery of the old generation. Dangerfield is a prime example. Some interviews, every line he uttered was followed by a punchline.
Yeah. Phyllis Diller, one of the funniest comedians I've ever seen.
Jolts said, balcony looks good.
I love this balcony now. I think it's in an excellent shape. I think I'm going to put a security mat out on that balcony and one right here, and we'll get a guard who does a patrol up here. Or maybe we'll do a guard doing a...
Pixel
we'll put
Gamer Girl
a mat here.
said, I'll stick to George Carlin tapes.
George Carlin, excellent work. I mean, he was funny 50 years ago, so, and he stayed funny. But yeah, we go a guard mat here, one over here, and then
Lost Ranger
one over here,
said,
and we can get 6 points of
7
security.
words you can say on television is best.
I think that's a good security route, and I don't think I'm going to have any trouble with him navigating because there's no
Otto Matt Duck
real obstructions
said,
up here.
Every single line was either set up or pay off. And when most of them hit, you feel that.
Oh, I agree. The George Carlin knew what he was doing. Rodney Dangerfield, Phyllis
Lost
Diller
Ranger
knew what...
said, Kent asterisk.
Knew what they were doing. I think we got it going on.
Avalanche Multimedia said, Garden mat here, garden mat there, here or there, a mat old mcrob Donald had garden mats he I o. Jolts.
Welcome
said,
aboard, Tony.
Avalanche hey.
We got dead dogs everywhere.
Alhoon Gaming said, Hey Tony. Lyrical Moon Raven said, Hello, Tony. Lost Ranger said, My dad had some types of Red Fox stand UPS. Marty 61 plays.
Red Fox
said,
was another hilarious
Hi Tony.
stand-up.
Avalanche Multimedia said, Couldn't resist mate. Avalanche Multimedia said, Hello all.
Hope you're doing well today, Tony.
Automatic
Sorry I missed you
said,
last night. I know that you had
George
to get ready
Carlin
for
was
work.
a riot though. Hey Tony. Lost Ranger
This guy's unassigned
said,
to anything.
waving
Oh,
hand.
This has got
Lost
nothing going
Ranger
on the back. I need
said,
to put something on the
Tapes
back
asterisk.
of this. That's what some of this stuff is for. This is... How do you put... What? Alright. Calm down here. This has nothing on its back, so it needs to have something on its back. But we need to match it, otherwise it'll look craptastic. Get the height right. All the lines line up.
Avalanche Multimedia said, You set me up right there dude, no worries, I'll try catch you before bed. I did say catch me when you got off stream is why contacted you, I was waiting, it's all good.
Alright. I just didn't want you to think I forgot about you. I got out after supper and
Lost Ranger said, I always enjoy Paul Lindy as well, not just as Uncle Arthur from Bewitch either, but best character on the show LOL.
oh, Paul Lind was hilarious. I loved him on what was the is it Hollywood Squares, where he was, I think it was Hollywood Squares that he was in, where he was almost always the center square.
Lost Ranger said, Hollywood Squares?
It was a game show. Oh, you have got to see
Lost Ranger
Hollywood
said,
Squares.
Yet.
If you've never seen Hollywood Squares, you've got to see Hollywood Squares. Two contestants are asked trivia questions, and they pick a celebrity who is actually asked the question, and he or she gives an answer, and the contestant has to decide if the answer is right or wrong. And the answer that they give is almost always hilarious. But Paul Lynde was by far the funniest man on that show.
Lost Ranger said, Yeah, I seen it. I was just typing, asking if that what you were asking about. I have a box set I bought for my dad for Father's Days many years back.
Oh yeah.
Avalanche Multimedia said, Rob UK had seal birdie skurs and blankety blank, not even I know that. Automatic
I think
said,
some of the
Why is his name escaping me? Who was the older comedian, insulting to every race, religion or creed? Guest hosted for Carson a couple times?
I think I know who you're talking about.
Avalanche Multimedia said, Hollywood Squares beyond me. I
guarantee you that Hollywood
said,
Squares is on YouTube.
Bald guy. Jewish. Most of would know him.
Don Rickles. Took me a second. It was Don Rickles. Also a hilarious man.
Marty 61 plays said, Might that be Don Rickles? Pixel Gamer Girl said, Oh, love Hollywood Squares. Automatic said, Yes, thank you.
I can't do anything with the lockers. So they're here to stay.
Text the Infidel
Tex!
said, Sup.
Welcome aboard.
Lost Ranger said, I also still have a DVD box set Dean Martin.
Dean Martin was incredibly funny. I don't think enough people recognize how funny Dean Martin is. Get rid of that mist. There's still plenty of it around.
Alhoon Gaming said, Hey Tex. Marty 61 plays said, Hi Tex. Jules said. Hey Tex. Tex the Infidel said. Alhoon. How are ya? Avalanche Multimedia said. Take it Diz no return yet then. Lost Ranger
Haven't seen Diz
said.
yet. He's
Hi there.
he can't
Pixel
comment
Gamer Girl
if he's
said.
uh
Hee DVDs. I have VHS tapes and cassettes hiding in my house. Tex the Infidel said. Hey Jules. Tex the Infidel said. Hey Marty.
yeah, he can't comment if he's still on banned.
Alhoon Gaming said. Doing not to bad Tex. Lost Ranger said. I have a few VHS of the Muppet Show I recorded at Pixel Gamer Girl. Pixel Gamer Girl said. Sweet. Avalanche Multimedia said. Wasn't sure if he used his backups unless they're all hacked.
I did not know the wire was going to stay. Okay.
Lost Ranger said. Muppet Variety Show, the one where they had Quest Stars of the Week.
Oh yeah, I remember the Muppet Show. I used to watch that all the time too. Enjoyed the heck out of that. I remember when whenever they had a exceptionally popular male star was coming on, it was Miss Piggy would be acting all in love with the male stars. Somehow I tied myself in a
Avalanche
knot here.
Multimedia said. I can't believe when Pix told me yet a year after I lost mine I helped him fortify his, but I have warned about Chrome and cookies.
No, he didn't get hacked. He got taken down by a strike. Okay, so basically right now what we're waiting to find out is if the residents are going to
Lyrical Moonraven said. No, YT deleted his account under bullshit reasonings.
right. All right, I misspoke. He was taken down because
Tex the Infidel said.
of a violation.
Top a top, again. Love that song.
Which was not a valid violation in anybody's estimation.
Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass? Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
Gary Benson said, "Hey all.
Hey, Gary. Welcome aboard. How are you doing? Been a while since I've seen you. What have you been up to?
Pixel Gamer Girl said, "Yes, Mr. Gutsy, I have troll list, you can kick ass."
I know, right?
Avalanche Multimedia
Conduit wall passed
said,
through, just barely made it
"Hackers can
through.
be sneaky. Rob, mine didn't go immediate. Mine got struck to semi-R thing when posted Elon Musk space launch. They first put Minecraft, so never no possibility." Marty 61 plays said, "Hi Gary." Schultz said, "Hi Gary." Gary Benson said, "LOL, you see me every week, Rob." Avalanche Multimedia said, Gary Benson aka Alhoon.
Ah!
Fidel said, "Hey Gary."
I don't see under this account. You tricked me, Gary. I was wondering why the name sounded
Avalanche
so
Multimedia
familiar, but sounded like something
said,
I hadn't seen in a while.
"See, I knew who Gary Benson is."
See, Tony, I knew the name Gary Benson, but I've called him Alhoon so much for the last year and a half that I forgot he had a real name. It's like you guys call me RP and my family calls me Afi. When somebody uses my real name,
Marty 61
I forget.
plays said, "Sneaky Alhoon. LOL." Gary Benson said, "LOL."
I actually thought it was a different Gary. I thought it was a different person I know named Gary. You got me, Elhin. You got me.
Lyrical Moon Raven said, "It's weird when someone uses my RL name. LOL." Pixel Gamer Girl said, "I call you Trouble, grinning squinting face." Gary Benson said, "Come on Rob, even Lachi knows my real name and she doesn't like it." Lost Ranger said, "And here, I was almost about to start talking shite about Alhoon JK." Avalanche Multimedia said, "How we don't know real name LMR." Pixel Gamer Girl said, "I do LMAO." Lyrical Moon Raven said, "Most people don't."
There is no way to do a up and down split on this, huh? But I can do that.
Avalanche Multimedia said, "Thought I did but fooled me."
No, he definitely got me on that one because I was fully expecting that was a different Gary I knew. That's kind of far away from that power.
Pixel Gamer
That
Girl
power's not hooked to anything.
said, I've said it out of habit on stream before, but I won't be outing where or when.
Occasionally people say my real name on stream. It doesn't bother me, but it throws me off when people use my real name because almost no one does. Like I said, my family calls me Offie, and most of you guys call me RP.
Lyrical Moonraven said, I just groan when you say it, Heather. Lost Ranger said, only have like 3 friends in RL, we don't really call each other by our real names, just online saunas. Pixel Gamer Girl said, I don't know, I hear Heather so much in RL and Pixel so much the other times, so I don't care. 00 Core
Okay,
said,
these are the wall conduits
hello
I was
Pixel,
looking for.
lyrical hugging face Tex, Marty, Gary, Lost, smiling face with sunglasses. Pixel Gamer Girl said, 0 slightly smiling face. Marty 61 plays said, I call you Rob. I hope you're okay with that. LOL.
It doesn't bother
Text
me.
the Infidel said, hey 0. Lyrical Moonraven said, hi, 0. Mark Jackson said Mage's name once on stream, doh. And Rob called me by my real name once for a solid 10 minutes. I don't mind, most people know it. Mark Jackson said, but I'm with Rob, it feels weird.
I usually just call you not my nephew. But I think I was drunk while I was calling you by your real name. And if I wasn't, that's going to be my story anyway.
Jolts said, hey Mark.
Come on. Show me the love.
Mark Jackson said, yeah, that was the wake up day. Rob slightly smiling face, me too. And hello Julie.
Alright, I'll use a shorter one. Come on now. Snap to it. I need the longer one because it has to go through the wall. You can do it. You can see it. I can hear it. Just... There we go. Good gravy.
Mark Jackson said, well, Marty, we both call Rob, Rob. Hope he's okay with it too.
one, it's not tall enough. And this one's going to be too tall. How's this one look? Come on. Get closer. And stay closer. Why do you want to turn that way? You're weird.
Mark Jackson said, "See, that's what we need. A better conduit kit in 76.
I agree.
Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
Lost Ranger said, "The only time I used those conduits was for a shower rod."
Well, I'm running power through the building, so figured that's the appropriate time to use them.
Lost Ranger said, "Or curtains."
Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
Oh, that's right. You gotta have the right one to... do this.
Mark Jackson said, "LOL Ranger. Maybe one or two pieces has a legit use without being able to wall mount / pierce ceilings with them."
Now watch this shit.
Mark Jackson said, "Ranger, that's why, if you have the atoms, I think you should run out and get that wireless generator on the atom shop just now."
Definitely get the wireless generator. Anything worth... anything else is worthwhile, but that is highly worthwhile.
Lost Ranger said, "I'm better working with power with redstone in Minecraft rolling on the floor laughing." Mark Jackson said, "Tiny little generator does 100 power, there is an assortment, and radiates power for unwired lights and the like a good distance in camp."
This thing, it was not wired. That's beautiful. What it snapped to, I don't know, but it was not wired. Are you the long one? You are the long one.
Lost Ranger
Come on.
said, "I have about 540 something, the generators are I think 900. I need to grind, yeah, I seen them."
You're not gonna let me go through the wall, are you? You're gonna be an SOB.
Mark Jackson said. Think it's a must-have, Ranger. Lost Ranger said. Yet.
It's definitely a must-have in my estimation, but you gotta do for yourself, you know.
Lost Ranger said. That, or they should have an option to make the wires invisible. Mark Jackson said. I'd hand you atoms for that right now if I could.
Heck, I don't even have a ton of atoms to not do it. That's how adamant I feel about it.
Lost Ranger said. Well, if you just wanna email me your bank account info, rolling on the floor laughing. Mark Jackson said. Not being able to see them would create problems of its own. But if you could see them in build only, I'm 100% on board.
I think
Mark
I disappeared
Jackson
into the wall.
said. You're a cute owl, Ranger, but not that cute grinning face. Lost Ranger said. Thumbs up.
Does that make it upstairs into the bedroom? I can't see it.
Lost Ranger said. And yet, only see them in build only, that's how the wires are for everything electrical in 7 days to die. Mark Jackson said. Odds on though, Ranger, you'd be more responsible with that info than my daughter's slightly smiling face. Lost Ranger said. You only see the wires in 7 days when you're holding the wiring cables.
Well, there's a radiator in here now. At least there's power on that side of the building.
Mark Jackson said. I like 7 days for that, and showing the current direction. Fallout could learn a lot from that whole build system.
They have a straight across. They don't have a straight across plus up. Could they not think of a reason why I might want a straight across plus up? And not a straight across plus up and down? Luckily, I can put the radiator down on this side. And put the wall conduit up.
Lost
Hopefully.
Ranger said. Yeah, in fact everything is destroyable in that game. Also, they finally left
Right
early
through the
access,
window.
and within this year the console versions are being updated to the newest released.
Looking for a curve towards me.
Mark Jackson said. Game has come a long way, for sure. A friend of mine plays it religiously. She's basically Yoda in that game. Mark Jackson said. Kerbal Space Program 2 is the one I'm slamming my head against the wall to get.
I have not gotten Kerbal. I understand it's really good.
Lost Ranger said. I have played it since A12 think, bees were still a thing back then, but yet I only have about 700 to 800 hours cause don't play it all the time.
I wanted to have power on this side of the building. Am I through the wall? Kind of.
Mark Jackson said.
Definitely.
LOL Ranger. Well, it's a good one. Just a little too much resource gathering for me, if I had to complain about something. Lost Ranger said. 7 days I mean. Mark Jackson said. Great, great modding community. Lost Ranger
I need
said.
that one.
Haven't played Kerbal but seen a few videos on it, it looks good.
Come on. You hook on there.
Lost Ranger said. Yeah.
Come on. Hook. 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 There we go.
Lost Ranger said. Most time in 7D, I'll turn off zombie spawns and just pretend it's a house flipper game and rebuild some of buildings lol.
I have to be. There we go. There.
Lost
If I
Ranger
put a,
said. With infin items turned on to off course. Mark Jackson said. Good way to train.
let's put a conduit. Needs to pass through and to go up. And all I have is an up and down. Don't you love when you can't get the piece you want? Because the game thinks that it's got a better idea.
Mark Jackson said, Kerbal. Blowing stuff up is a gas, but designing and building a spacecraft for a visit to a specific planet, and the mission goes off perfect. You really feel accomplished.
This won't attach. So let's put a conduit on end on here. It won't conduit end on there. But it'll do this. Sort of.
Lost Ranger said, thumbs up.
Now this will only attach to the wrong place. Make sure that's actually attached. Looks like it's attached. That's the window. I can't go in through the window. Okay, that's a radiating point there. Wise man came up to his bed. This bed didn't get a person in it. Did I take the wrong bed for Holly? I did. I took the wrong bed for Holly.
Mark Jackson said, if you would like to learn Kerbal, Ranger, look up Scott Manley on YouTube. Great tutorials. Also, he's one of the best authorities on real space flight on the platform.
I was going to say, Scott Manley being an astronaut is a good starting point there. You know, I see rain coming in through the skylight, but I don't see rain coming in through the rest of the roof. I like that. Yeah, that's really nice.
Jules said, BRB.
An upstairs landing area for...
Mark Jackson said, Rob, welcome to Fallout, rain/skylight, snow comes in the skylight, in my camps if ya noticed slightly smiling face.
Oh, I'm actually very pleased with the idea that it's not coming in through the roof. Normally I put roofs up and they come in through the roofs too. But it's not really a roof. See, this is a second floor being used as a roof. There's no actual roof on this building.
Mark Jackson said, that show machine. I dig it too.
Oh, I got a dog. Here's a good doggy.
Mark Jackson said, makes me wonder if the floors and roofs react to the weather in the same way.
I was told under good authority that it's the fact that it's a an upper floor. You can use an upper shack floor as a roof. To get that result. And
Mark Jackson said, anyways, Ranger, those generators in 76. They were available once before, literally years ago. Get them if you can. Light a fire under it. Think you'd be glad you did.
I was not certain I believed it when I saw it, but I figured I'd give it a shot. Definitely gonna have to put something there to cover that wire.
Mark Jackson said, side note, to have full access to the generator plans once you purchase the pack you need to have the fusion generator plan, like the Genny Rob has here. Mark Jackson said, 100 power, heck of a lot smaller.
Alright. I don't have power in the room below this. Across the room. Right here. the one that comes through the wall and is radiating. See, this radiates power from the one that comes through the wall. So I can put a light.
Mark Jackson said, Rob, thumbs up. Chat, nice speaking with you.
This one comes from downstairs and goes this way. I need to try and run a split somewhere in here. Then do a cross and down would be perfect.
Jolts said, later Mark. Marty 61 plays said, TC Mark. Lost Ranger said, take care.
A cross and down would be perfect, but I have to go with a cross and in 4 directions in order to
Lost
do what
Ranger
I want to do.
Said, I was away quickly.
Gonna radiate
Text
power
the
there.
infidel. Said, gotta roll out, shift change and get some leg day in. I'll catch y'all on the flip side.
Alright, Tex. Take care. We've got power radiating
Lost Ranger
here.
Said, see ya carrot.
Why is this light not lit unless this light is permanently broken? And Holly
Marty
and
61
Jones
plays.
are those two.
Said, TC Tex.
I don't know why I brought that one back downstairs. That's going to be a other.
Jolts. Said, bye Tex.
I never finished this one's balcony. That's okay. I'll finish that in a second. They're getting up for work. Hallelujah, and pass the ammunition. This is Holly's bed. Jones is another named. So he gets to live in here. And I think I can't sleep in this one. I think this one is the dead girl's bed. Does anybody remember what the command for resurrection is in this game? Or did I already scrap her to get rid of her? I scrapped her to get rid of her. Never mind. Deidre was her name.
Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
I could look up her ID and call her back to me, but sure they're basically the same distance from the door and lined up the same way on each door. And
Lost Ranger said, all you have to do is click on their body and type resurrect, but it doesn't work like in other games or Skyrim, as once the NPC comes back to life, at least for me, every time I do it, they will just... Lost Ranger said, stand in the one spot forever. Lost Ranger said, never moving.
well, then I'm not going to bring him back to life. I have a better idea. We think that was her bed. I could delete that bed and replace it with a doghouse for our junkyard dog. think I've got all of the pre-assigned beds moved. I do. So this is the guest bed.
Lost Ranger said, "It's funny in Skyrim, they almost have a sense of consciousness. If you kill an NPC then bring them back with resurrection, they will act as normal but they will look at you and say." Lost Ranger said, "Please I remember what you do," or something along the line. Lost Ranger said, "Did asterisk."
That's funny. Bye-bye, candles. There, those two walls are matching a little bit better. Go back to the deco. Has to come up one. There we go. I forgot I left those turrets floating. It's like, why the hell are those floating? Because I left them that way. Calm down. I wish you could write on doors and have it move with the door. Which way does this door open? Good. They do look different. This one I think I want opening out. so the sofa doesn't make it such a tough walkthrough on this side. Alright, I like it, but it needs to open the other way. So that it's opening into the house. They're never going to be closed anyway. We have to go defend Oberlin Station. After we put some doors up. This room has to be arranged differently. Otherwise you can't use that door. There we go. This door is going to open in as well, but this one opens in that way. Okay. We'll finish furnishing this as we go along, but this one should open out. Does this doorway have snap points for doors? It does not. And these doors are no way tall enough for this. They're too wide for this one. They're actually too wide for this one too. We'll just leave this doorway open and we have to go to Oberlin. We're going to go to Beantown first. We travel to Oberlin, we're going to appear right where things attack it from. Not really fun.
Hey, General.
Huh?
What was that?
Look at all the blood.
Schultz said. Nice shot.
Thank you. 2 legendary raiders in one attack. Both wearing sack hoods. Still on help defend Oberlin.
We got company. Guess my good karma's paying off.
Switchblade. Ah, Minuteman died. Probably I killed him. He shouldn't have looked like a raider. If you're shooting at the camp when I'm defending it, you're a raider.
Thanks for your help, friend.
I was glad to help out.
Can't argue with your timing. Who knows what would have happened to us if you hadn't been here. Anyway, we appreciate the help.
You would have died a slow, terrible death, I'm sure. Oh, look at that. You've got gold. I'll take your gold. So I have no more defend missions, right? Great. Back to the slog. Because we have work to do. If we get there at night, we might catch more people in bed and see that our thing is actually working. It is a little distance away, though, so we might not make it before dawn. It's all about how the game decides our quick travel goes. Ooh, we made it in time. Let's see. Worker, I don't care about you. Jones is not in his bed. Neither is Wise Man or Holly. What's the game time? They should all be in bed. But they're just now going to bed. Look at the convention of freaking Minutemen at that end of the pool. Jones is going to bed. Worker is going to bed. Holly is coming to bed. Oh my lord, they're all working.
Schultz said, "Let's hope."
Look at it, they're all pathing to their beds.
Schultz said, "Nice job, Rob."
You know, if you just stand there and watch her sleep, it's kind of creepy. That means I can turn these back into bathrooms. Or turn one of them at least back into a bathroom. I can turn the other into a kitchen/storage room. And both of them are basically the same layout as far as bathroom goes, right? Yeah. So it's irrelevant. Oh, we got a settler with no job. Look at that. I'm going to leave the settlers unassigned and unnamed until later. They'll probably auto-assign themselves various jobs and or beds. But for now, leaving them unassigned and unnamed will work. That worked really well for them. I like that. On your floor here. That thing. That's what I want. That little... pip there. Can I take it? Nope. I put a thing on it, and it is well and truly stuck in there. The game says you buried that deep. You can't have it, and I took them out of these other ones. I sure did. All right. All right, game, you win on that count. That little thing would let me put a umbrella on the porch here without having a table. I was going to try that for Wise Man. So worker is assigned to this bed, huh? Okay. I thought that... that's fine. There's still room in here that I could put a doghouse in here. I think Jones needs the doghouse. Pillow produces happiness. Wants to be on the floor. Didn't even know I had that. A couple's bed. Build each side of that. If you want to make yourself some couples. That's that doghouse. I don't know if I like that. There's other dog houses. I think it counts as an exterior for... By the way, this is the other vent I was talking about to put on these bathrooms. I think that works in place of those roof vents.
Jarl Frocker said, RP Games looking for kids he can hunt in YouTube. He downloaded child mods for his game so he can take their clothes off and zerk off to it. Gross. Jarl Frocker said, it's amazing not only is RP Games a fake veteran but he also harasses and bullies real veterans who suffered combat injuries. We have reported multiple posts and messages from RP Games sent. Jarl Frocker said, is it because you never got to be a soldier you harass actual soldiers on their social media? In that case we reported it and you will be taken action again for your activity. Jarl Frocker said, a fake soldier with a fake beard to hide his little chin and a big fake hat to hide his balding head. Is there anything real about you other than your lust for black men and their cokes? Properly not. Jarl Frocker said, RP Games properly goes to McDonald's to get a veteran discount. That is how much the uniform in which his fellow men gave their lives mean to him, properly gets used by black men in it too.
There we go. I was wondering when they were going to start that. Almost thought they had forgotten about us. Nah, they're just too lazy to come in on time. Here we go. That's the doghouse for upstairs.
Jolts said, nearly got full stream Rob.
I know, right? Which way does he sit on it? That's perfect. I don't think she knows how water works.
Jolts said, that's awesome.
I know, right?
Gustav Jacker said, this guy likes big knickers holding him at night, while that little thing of his is submerged in sissy juice, shrinking its already pathetic size to zero, and turning this weird man into a bimbo. Gustav Jacker said, Noticed you put a green screen over your pathetic room full of fake army merch. Are you finally feeling a hint of shame for stealing from actual veterans? Or are you just hiding the BBC toys to use? Gustav Jacker said. Total veteran destruction. Gustav Jacker said. DEDGIs. Gustav Jacker said. LOL.
Should be another lawn chair. There it is.
Pixel Gamer Girl said. LOLRP, I heard Mr. Gutsy on Lyrical's Fallout and thought it was your phone grinning squinting face.
No, the funny part is when Mark hears Mr. Gutsy in Fallout 76 and thinks it's my phone, but I'm not playing. Don't come out the window. You're such a good dog. Alright, CVC is where the guard mats are. Let me get some regular guard mats to put out. It's in resources. Yeah.
Jolts said. He's beautiful.
Okay. Guard mats. I don't want the chair.
Godwin Hoopsy said, honestly, I've changed my mind. You can pretend to be a U.S veteran because all they manage to do is cry about how tough they have it while all my friends are dead. I'm homeless, cry about it, fehgut. Michael Herrenberg said, the only PTSD you have unlike a real soldier is the PTSD of being at PED as a child by your father. It's telling you get so silent when we bring this up. It's okay to be open about it. RP games. Michael Herrenberg said, if you really are the veteran you claim to be, then it is telling then why your military is failing so hard. Bunch of sissified little fargots whose only service is that of servicing black men. Michael Herrenberg said, why are you guys so obsessed serving Israel when they have done nothing for you? You are truly golem slaves who do anything for their master. Veterans are big puss IES who are fat and lazy.
Well, it's better than being a racist piece of
00
excrement
core
like you.
said, whoa, a Pixel has hyper fast reflexes tonight, face with tears of joy. Pixel Gamer Girl said, something like that. 00 core said, every time I go to click you already got M rolling on the floor laughing.
That's okay. Just remember to report them for harassment and racism and all the good signals to
Pixel
YouTube.
Gamer Girl said, you'd think they'd figure out something insulting or new.
Yeah.
Pixel Gamer Girl said, oh well's red heart.
They're not very talented, but they are persistent.
Pixel Gamer Girl said, reminds me of something. Oh yes, the news. Jules said, sad human being. Lyrical Moon Raven said, sounds like a whiny butthurt little bitch to me, honestly.
Yeah. But you know what? They want to come in here and spew racist crap and try and insult me to get a rise out of me. So we report them for their choice of language and attack vector, and that maintains our position that we will not tolerate that sort of behavior on our channel. We can't.
Media Player E06 said, hi everyone. Happy Friday, slightly smiling face.
We can't prevent
Alboon
stupid
Gaming
people from existing.
said, hey Tia. Jules said,
Tia, welcome aboard. the end of the day, what are they actually doing? They're saying words that I pledged my life to defend their right to say.
00 Core said, "Hello Tia smiling face with sunglasses."
It would be hypocritical of me to tell them to shut the fuck up.
Pixel Gamer Girl said, "It's hard to eliminate stupid people because stupid is a perspective to everyone's own truths."
I think overall we grin and bear it. We report their activities and we hope YouTube does what YouTube is supposed to do. And even though my faith in YouTube's ability to do what they're supposed to do is rather low, that doesn't mean they won't eventually. I think that top floor turned out rather good. From a distance and from every direction.
Pixel Gamer Girl said, "That last part was cute RP." Jolts said, "Looks absolutely good." Pixel Gamer Girl said, "The part about YT doing things."
Yeah, I know, right? Heck, it took them 3 days to send me an email saying that they were acknowledging
TD
my
Player E06
challenge to their
said,
copyright.
"I agree. It likes nice, happy face."
I think it looks like
TD Player E06
it conceivably could have been there
looks
already.
I meant.
I think next week we work on the diner. We set up a sign dictating the cost of these rooms.
Said, "Build is looking nice." Rob smiling face with sunglasses. Hot beverage. Pixel Gamer Girl said, "It's a great build." Smiley face.
So far, I'm impressed that we got the residents to use the stairs and go to their rooms. Everybody who lives here moved upstairs without any trouble. Now, the new settlers who came here did not automatically go to the rooms that I expanded to over in the driving range. There's no beds upstairs, but there are beds downstairs. They should have auto-assigned to a bed. What's the happiness level here? Because that'll dictate how many new settlers we have. I don't actually need a diner inside the... Oh, it's only 60 and it's not going up. I don't need a diner in the second latrine, I need a infirmary. Because I'm going to have a diner in the diner. Got 10 minutes. I can start setting down seats. Use that one to figure out the orientation. Pretty sure, yep, that is a shutter. We're going to be moving that refrigerator, so shutter moving is not an issue. We are outside the build border. Facing away from me. Good. That's the one drawback of having the expanded build borders. A lot of stuff that I want to build is going to have to be built and moved, because I can't build it on site. Can't touch this trash separately. Store that. Store that. Ooh, won't let me do anything with that locker. Can scrap it by extending the amount of objects I can touch, but that's about it. I can build a new refrigerator, but I don't want to. Okay, we've got... People will be able to pull up out here, all the way around to there. This side is going to have to be cleared of I'm going to have to adjust this to fit.
Jules said, Rob and everyone, you all have a great weekend. Later, Rob. Bye everyone.
Take care, Jules. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate you, hun. Forward. Slightly down and forward. Slightly back. Slightly left. Nope. Put this back on here.
Tedia player E06 said, TC Jules.
This one I'll probably end up junking, but we can put this in this corner. Because this whole wall is going to end up being booths. So this corner is the only part that's not going to be a booth. I might slip a booth in here. Are booths chairs? No. Are they couches? No. What are booths? I have to figure out which type of seat. It's a bench. So this would have to go in here. Can't place it directly in there, so I have to place it out here. It's going to be tedious doing things like lighting and decorating in here. That's got to come straight towards me. Just off the wall, right? And that should give me enough room. I might be able to leave that curved one back there. I think we've all been in some old diners where we've seen storage in behind booths that was impractical to get at.
Is that someone who needs me to kick
But
their
the rest of
ass?
the booths are going to be slotted in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then over here is going to be the area where the person serves from. But we are definitely at the point where I'm going to
Someone who needs me to kick their ass?
shoot a clear sky. I think I want to do this from over on the guard post today so we can look at what I've done. There we go. It's a little noisy, but it gives us a better view of what I've done. I want to thank everybody for coming out and enjoying the up to 4 hours that we've been out here building at the slog. We've put a second floor up on the slog and gotten the residents to use the second floor to go up and actually live at night. We've put a guard dog and a cat here, so the happiness levels have started increasing. I'm going to put a pillow on every bed after I log off. The pillows create happiness, so I'm going to try and increase happiness a little bit that way. They're over in the one of the mods that I've got. Just every little trick to give a little bit more happiness, because over 80 happiness will start giving us better results, get better
Core
numbers of
said, have a great
people
night, Rob.
showing up.
Great build, smiling face with sunglasses.
I should be back tomorrow night with Phasmophobia, with the Might Alhoon. I've got a dog on the roof. Don't fall off, doggy. There's no stairs up there, so I don't know how you got there. Until next time, folks, take care. Check in on friends and family. Make sure everybody's doing okay. I'm Rob. Thanks for gaming with RP.